Hello, and welcome to the CUP Ringside, part of the CUP Network, where we give you the best seat in the house on all things wrestling, and we're giving you the best seat in the house on all things NXT right now. So, hello and welcome to the CUP Ringside. I am Lana, your resident evil diva, and I know you're like, why are you here? You don't do NXT. No, I don't. I don't do NXT usually. But Lewis and Donovan both were busy this week. Donovan's out of town. Lewis has school work to do. So you know what? What we do here at the Cup, when somebody can't be there, somebody steps in. Me. I step in. I give you all the information about NXT. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Her. And if you have some tea, you know what to do, hit me up. I am currently just drinking some water right now because hydration is important. But if I was drinking anything else, I'll be drinking it out of my cup mug. Ooh. And guess what? We have a panel full of cup mugs, panel full of cup mugs. Because it's just me. But you know what? That's okay. You can get your cup mug or any of our cup merch at LanaG'sCreations.etsy.com. The link will be in the description below. And yeah, get your cup mug or any of our cup merch. And we do ship domestically here in the US, Mexico, and Canada. And we do ship internationally again. So there are no excuses, period. Get your cup mugs or merch, anything. But yes, I am here. I am back talking about all things NXT. Before we jump into that, if you are paying attention to me right now, which I hope and pray that you are, and I appreciate you, hit the subscribe button. We see you watching the videos, but we need you to actually subscribe to this channel. We're a new channel trying to get ourselves off the ground, and we want to come to give you all the tea on in WWE right now. So that's what we're doing, and then we want to expand into more wrestling shows and more uh, programs. But for right now, we're just covering WWE. So check all that out. Hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss a single video that we drop because we drop content every single week. We have our Raw take covering Raw. Who's next, of course, and then we have Lana SmackDown every week. So you want to get your content here, your WWE content here. Also, we have our PLEs, discussions and recaps and prediction shows that we're doing. And this week we're covering the King and Queen of the Ring. You can check out that video right here and check that video out. And our prediction video, and then you come back and watch our recap video. So check that out. We also have 3 other channels. Like I said, this is part of the Cup Network. We have 3 other channels. All the links of those channels will be in the description below, along with our audio platforms that you can listen to all of our shows. We have our Cup ESC, which covers Eurovision Song Contest. We have the Cup TV, which covers all things TV. And we have the Cup Pod, which covers all things drag race related. So go check that out. Also, you can join our membership page on YouTube or on Patreon. All those links will be in the description below as well. So check all that out. Now that we've done that, let's get into it. We start off NXT with the one of the qualifying matches for the Women's North American title, Taya Hale versus Fallon Henley. And this match started out with just Taya nearly catching Fallon in a Kimura lock, but then Henley ducked outside and rammed her rival into the barricades. It was kind of a quick exchange, which was fun. It was fine for what it was. She followed up with a shining wizard in the ring, and that was cute. It was, and to take the 3 count. It was a fun match. I think it was a fun match. It was, a little back and forth between them. There's no reason, I feel like this match could have gone a little longer for me, but it was a good match. Henley defeated Hale. to move on into the for the next for the North American Women's Championship ladder match. I wanted, like I said, I wanted more, but it was good back and forth between the two. I thought the two actually had a good match. I just wanted a little bit more, but overall, it was a solid match. I'm not mad about it. Um, I think it could this rivalry could go on a little longer, which I wouldn't mind. It was good. Um, we had we saw, of course, Ridge Holland, who is there in this match, who is trying to he has a soft spot for Taya Hale, and he's shown that on weeks in past, and he really just has a soft spot for her, and he came out and he had a chair. Well, Henley grabbed the chair, and Ridge Holland took the chair from Henley, but the referee only saw him with the chair and threw him away. Threw everybody, uh, threw him out of ringside. Just everybody, just go, everybody get out. And then Jasmine Nix laid out there after with the Pele kick. Like, of course, you hit a woman when she's down, but whatever, she did it. It was, like I said, a good match. Not that mad at it. Um, we had Holland and Riley arguing backstage, and then Andre Chase made a match between the two of them. So we'll see what happens later on. The next match was for the NXT Tag Team Championship with Nathan Frazier and Axiom against the family, the D'Angelo family. Um, you know, I really like the D'Angelo family. I know I talked with Donovan when he was here, and he liked the D'Angelo family. I was like, everybody just seems to like the D'Angelo family. I do too. I kind of like the D'Angelo family. I think they're cool, but I also like Axiom and Frazier. So it was cool to see this match. I was excited to watch this match. It was a tough fight, and I mean, people they were going back and forth. It was very solid between the two. Um, it was back and forth, and it was just all over. But with the D'Angelo family having such a big story with the No Quarter Catch Crew, you knew it was just bound to be something happening because we see the rivalry with them and the D'Angelo family. And so a brawl broke out ringside between the No Quarter Catch Crew and the family when a distraction allowed Frazier to catch Stacks for the 1, 2, 3. It was a solid tag team match. But like I said, with the story going on with the D'Angelo family and the No Quarter Catch Crew, you just knew the No Quarter Catch Crew wasn't just going to sit back and let them win tag team championships over them. Like, no, they want to hold the fact that they have this trophy that they won over the D'Angelo family, and they don't want the D'Angelo family to have anything to hold over them. So they nixed that and made um, um, they had a distraction with the in the middle of their match and causing them to lose. And like I said, it was good. It was very good. It was predictable that this could happen. It probably would happen, but I'm not mad at it because I do like the story between the No Quarter Catch Crew and the D'Angelo family. So I like this build up. Hopefully at Battleground, which is coming up for NXT, when that happens, they will have a huge build up and have a good match at Battleground. So hopefully it'll be good. Um, and then after that match happened, we see the OC come out and they lay out the champions, letting them know that they are here and they are coming for their belts. So it was what it was. And yeah, that was that. So the next match we have is a number one contendership match for the North American title. Wesley versus Josh Briggs versus Joe Coffey. And honestly, this was a really good match. I think all the men looked very evenly matched, like very evenly matched. It was a lot of, flying from West Lee, some dominance, and from Joe Coffey, and it just was good. But then we had something weird happen in this match. And like all the action was happening, and everybody was like getting everybody pinned. We had spot after spot from everybody and from each person doing what they do. But at the end of this match, we had both Joe Coffey and Wes Lee pin Josh Briggs. So who won? Who won? And it was this awkward, moment in this and they just so the right answer was for Lee to get a solo opportunity against Obafemi. But I mean, because like I don't know. Both of them pinned him, but I don't know if it was very much like both were trying to pin. I don't know. I don't know. It was just a weird moment for me, and I was like, okay. But I kind of think they're going to make it a triple threat match to make it fair, because it's like if both contenders pin them, one person, how do you determine who pinned first or whatever? But over Femi, it doesn't matter. I feel like it doesn't matter who goes for him. I like Obafemi as a champion. As the I do. I like him as that champion, and I don't. But I mean, as much as I do like Wesley, because I do. I really like Wesley, and Joe Coffey, it actually impressed me a little bit in this match. So I was like, okay. But as much as I like Wes, I don't know if him coming back, just claiming his title right back against somebody like an Obafemi, who is really good, who is really good at this championship. I don't think he should take a title off of him. I don't think so. I feel like he could be champion for a little while longer, but it's not my call. It's not my call, but that is my opinion. That's what I think. I don't know. We did see Obafemi in the commentary booth and during that match, and he was just like, "I don't care who I face, doesn't matter to me," which it goes on brand with who Obafemi is, and he's like, I will fight anybody. I don't care. I'm that dominant. I ain't scared. And so I'm like, word, he ain't scared, and I like that in him. I like that about him. So it's good. Um, and then of course, Ava clarified to Femi after the whole craziness of that match that he will be facing both Wesley and Joe Coffey at Battleground for a triple threat match. And, for the first time, I think Obafemi was a little upset. He was like, why am I? Why? But whatever. I still don't think, I think this works in his favor, because I think he's still going to come out the winner, because I feel like a triple threat matches, everybody always stops and goes after each other so much, and then the champion slips in and wins. So I think that's what's going to happen. That's just my prediction. Our next match is another qualifier for the Women's North American title. It's Jada Parker versus Brinley Reese. It was a good match. It was decent. I feel like Jada Parker has potential to, like, NXT have been pushing Jada, and which I don't mind. I think she's great, and they've been giving her a push. But I feel like Reese. I mean, not Reese. Jada Parker's getting a push, but I don't know if I don't know. I feel like there's so much talent in the women of NXT. I don't know. I feel like other women could be getting the same push, but I know everybody can't get pushed at the same time. I know everybody can't get pushed. Don't come at me saying you don't know wrestling. You don't know. I know everybody can't get the push. I think it's so much talent in NXT that it's just like, oh, as much as I like this person, I really want to see good for this person. And I think Reese is somebody who is really well, who does really good, but she's just being used regularly, like for the reasons of losing for me. And I don't know if I like that, but the match was good. Um it was a lot of back and forth between, but Reese just got. We had Idris Enoch and Blade and Malik Blade come out and just to do distractions and whatever. And Parker ended up winning by pinfall, and so she will be moving on. Like they told her that they weren't going to come out, and they were going to let her, go out there and win. But then they did come out in the same way, and it was they just it was mm, I don't know. It was stupid, but I think this is my least favorite match, honestly, because I thought it was just dumb. Um, the next match was Lexis King versus Dante Chin with Mr. Stone in the corner. Mr. Stone introduced Lexis King's next opponent and possibly his newest client, Dante Chin. And it was literally like, okay, you know what? I think I lied. I think this might have been my least favorite. I think this might, because it was like, okay. And then it was a distraction by Mr. Stone so his client can win. I'm not a huge fan of Lexis King either, but I was just like, whatever. Uh, I just, uh, uh, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't like it. We had a moment where Trick Williams was out with Javon Evans, and Trick was talking about how he did not assault Noam Dar. He was like, I don't do sneak attacks. If I'm gonna come for you, I'm gonna come straight up at you. I don't do sneak attacks. Um, they both, Jakar Jackson and Oral Mensah both continued to blame him, but Lash told them to stop. Like he didn't do it. He said he didn't do it. Um, then Joe Coffey came and made a surprise entrance at the appearance, only to set up the Gallows Gallus beat down. Sorry, I'm trying to read the notes at the same time, but um, only to have a set up a beat down for Javon Evans, or a beat down on Trick Williams. Javon Evans trying to make the save, but then they were both beat up. Uh, it was just a waste of time, honestly. Like this really didn't do much. I feel like NXT is resting on the laurels of Trick Williams and resting on the fact that folks he's so over already that they're not doing anything with him. Like he holds this championship, but he ain't fought since he got it. And it's like, what? What? Like I don't know what is happening here. So I'm not very, I'm not like I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Um I need them to step it up. I need them to find him an opponent that we believe he would, that we believe that, yeah, he could fight this person. Yeah, he could lose this person. This is a good, build up. I don't think Noam Dar is that person, honestly. And uh, I don't know. I feel like they just need to pick it up a little bit. Like, that was just a waste of time, and it made our champion look a little weak, which I'm like, why are we doing that? Um, next match we have, let's move, is Shayna Baszler and Lola Vice versus Natalia and Karen Petrovic. Um, after uh, I mean, I feel like I thought I'd be tired of this whole rivalry between these four and whatever. Um, but I think Natalia and Carmen were like the better team in this fight. I think, but I feel like a lot of stuff happened in this fight. See, we had a communications breakdown between Petrovic hit the heart attack with the boat. It was a breakdown with a lot of them. Like, I feel like these four individuals coming together as two teams is still trying to figure out their adjustment, and because we still have Shayna and Natty on the main roster with their own partners, and then they come on NXT and then they have new partners. So I think it's probably kind of difficult to manage how to make all of that work. A brawl broke out, and the and Ava announced that they will fight at Battleground, and once again we're gonna have an underground match. Now, we just saw this underground match at Spring Breaking, and I was not that impressed with it at Spring Breaking. So I don't know if I'm gonna be that impressed with it at the Battleground, but we will see. Um, I feel like, well, Natty and Petrovic actually won this match by pinfall. I do feel like Shayna Baszler is better suited on NXT than on the main roster, because I feel like she has her footing better there and can actually shine. But that's not me. Um, Overall, I thought the show was all right. I thought it was good. It was solid. It was fine. It didn't do too much for me. I mean, I wasn't like overly excited about it, but I wasn't completely bored by it. So it was okay. It was okay. I am still getting my mojo for the NXT, and how I feel about these developing characters. So yeah, it kind of shows as I watch this show, but that's why I don't usually do NXT, because I'm still trying to get my mojo. But the people who do and have their mojo will be back next week to talk more NXT, and I'm sure they'll be excited and ready to start talking more about Battleground. But I just wanted to fill in for them this week because I'm a team player. But that is all I got for you. We'll be back next week. Not me, but we'll be back next week to talk who's in NXT. And I appreciate you checking us out. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell on your way out. You can follow us at all of our channels are in our link tree in the description below. Click that. You'll have all of our, from this channel, the Cup TV, the Cup ESC, and the Cup Pod, our main channel. All of those links will be in the description below, as well as all of our audio platforms and our um, membership channels. So go check all of that out. You can follow us on all of our socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at the Cup Pod. You can follow me on Twitter if you want, or my Instagram, which is right there, if you like. And you can keep going down a little bit more in the description, and you can get our cup merch. Not limited to, but our cup mug or any of our cup merch. Check all of that out. And we appreciate you joining us. And we'll see you next week. Cheers.